What if the thing that you've worked for your entire career isn't worth what it used to be? You might be winning at work, hitting targets, getting promoted, and still losing because the game has changed and no one told you. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Thomas Schmidt, and I've spent over 3 decades as a technology and business executive, including roles as COO, CMO, VP product, leading teams through multiple industry and technology disruptions. Now, as a consultant, I work with organizations to optimize how they manage technology, streamline operations, and sharpen both their marketing product strategies. But I also help mid-career professionals reinvent their careers for what's coming next. And that's why I make these videos, to give you practical insights that help you stay relevant, competitive, and excited about your future. Okay, let's dive in. For most of your career, the rules of success were clear. Work hard, stay loyal, be reliable, and master your role. Those were virtues that built long careers and earned respect. Every promotion, every pay raise, every title was a score that proved you were playing the game right. And you were, back then. The game was built for a world where progress was linear and time was the currency of trust. You paid your dues, you waited your turn, and eventually the system rewarded you. But here's the truth that most people don't see coming yet. The system you're still trying to win was quietly retired while you were busy mastering it. Today, the currency isn't time. It's adaptability. It's not who stays the longest. It's who evolves fastest. And you can't spend loyalty in a market that values leverage. The old game rewarded compliance. Follow the process, meet expectations, deliver consistently. That's how you earn security. But AI doesn't reward consistency. It automates it. Every system that used to value predictive performance now translates that predictability into code. And the very traits that once made you dependable now make you replaceable. You see this everywhere. Companies reorganizing, roles compressing, titles flattening. Not because people failed, but because the rules for earning relevance were rewritten while no one was looking. The old scoreboard still exists, reviews, ratings, bonuses, but it measures a game that no longer decides who survives. You can still be a top performer on paper and quietly lose your edge in real time. You can still exceeds expectations while falling behind the expectation that actually matters now. The ability to adapt when the rules change. Because the new game doesn't announce itself with a memo or a meeting. It just starts without you. And that's the first wave. Recognition. The moment you realize that the system you trusted to reward you is no longer playing your game. Somewhere between perfecting your craft and providing your worth, the scoreboard changed, and no one announced it. For decades, success was defined by how well you operated inside the system, how reliably you executed the plan, how long you stayed, how few mistakes you made. But AI doesn't live inside that system. It rewrote it. Today, progress moves horizontally, not vertically. The old ladder is gone. The new economy is a network. Fluid, fast, borderless. Visibility matters more than hierarchy. Leverage matters more than loyalty. And relevance? Well, that resets every quarter. You can no longer trade consistency for safety because consistency is now the easiest thing to automate. In the old game, the company was your ecosystem. Your manager was your market. Now your ecosystem is digital and your market is global. The people who rise aren't waiting to get promoted. They're creating surface area. They publish, build, experiment, and connect. They don't protect what they know. They expand what they can learn next. And that's the new competitive edge. And AI didn't create it. It simply exposed it. It showed that the real winners aren't the ones following directions perfectly, but the ones rewriting the directions when conditions change. AI rewards those who adapt faster than it learns. Because the moment you stop adjusting, you stop existing in the dataset that matters. And yet, most professionals still chase the old prizes, titles, tenure, and approval. They double down on a rule book that no longer writes the outcomes. They think the next promotion will make them safe again. that one more certification will restore relevance. But they're optimizing for a scoreboard that the algorithm already stopped tracking. You can see it in organizations everywhere. Massive effort, low movement. People working harder, but drifting further from the frontier of value. They're winning internally and disappearing externally. Because the new game doesn't ask, how long have you been here? Rather, it asks, what can you create that spreads beyond here? That's the second wave, awakening. The realization that the game didn't just move forward, it moved sideways. And you can't climb your way back to relevance on a ladder that no longer touches the ground. So, if the old game was about control and certainty, the new game is about connection and curiosity. If the old game measured how well you fit, the new one measures how far you reach. And if the old game rewarded what you knew, the new one rewards how fast you can learn, unlearn, and reimagine. You can't win by mastering a fixed system anymore because the system itself is in motion. It evolves with every algorithm, every data set, every technology leap. The question isn't, how do I keep up? Rather, it's how do I keep becoming? And that's what the new winners understand. They don't cling to expertise, they convert it into exploration. They treat every skill as a platform, not a finish line. They think less about what they do and more about what that lets them do next. They use AI as leverage, not competition. They let it automate the predictable so they can invest energy in the unpredictable, in strategy, synthesis, storytelling, empathy, and invention. The professionals who thrive now are the ones who understand that careers are no longer paths. They're ecosystems. You don't climb them, you cultivate them. You plant ideas, build projects, nurture relationships, and share what you learn. You let your work ripple outward until opportunity begins to find you. That's how relevance is built now, not through hierarchy, but through surface area. Because the new metric of success isn't position, it's momentum. It's not about proving you're irreplaceable inside an organization. It's about creating value that can't be contained by one. In a world where AI replicates patterns, your job is to break them, to think in ways the system can't predict, to connect dots it doesn't even know how to ask the questions no data set can answer. That's how you stay human in the loop, by doing what the loop can't. So, if you feel like you're working harder than ever but moving slower than the world around you, you're not failing. You're just playing by rules that no longer decide the outcome. It's time to stop proving you're good at the old game and start designing how you'll win the next one. Because the future doesn't belong to those who master what was. It belongs to those who are curious enough to keep evolving into what's next. That's the third wave, reframing. The moment you realize the only real competition left is between who you are last year and who you're willing to become now. And if this gave you a new perspective, please hit that like button and share it with a friend who's feeling uncertain about the future of work. And of course, subscribe for more weekly videos on how to grow, evolve, and future-proof your career in the age of AI. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep showing the world that your best work is still ahead of you. And I'll see you in the next one.